Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Good Friends, Better Enemies, WWE 2K15 2K Showcase Mode. I'm Serious JT, and I want to narrate some stuff right now that happened at WrestleMania, but I'm afraid that I'm not 100% sure we're going to jump right in and see all the intros, so let's jump in now. And we would have. So actually, we can jump out right in the middle of Jericho's intro. All right, so Jericho and HBK had a pretty good feud by all accounts. I don't think I was really actively watching much at that point. But because Jericho's thing was like, HBK, you were my idol when I'm a kid, but now I'm going to surpass you. And they actually made it pretty solid. And they had an ending which I really and truly treasure where HBK managed to defeat Y2J. And we know that Y2J has like always dreamed of facing WrestleMania or facing HBK or possibly Shawn Michaels or possibly Showstopper, one of those personalities. Always dreamed of facing him at WrestleMania. So even though he lost, there's this moment where like HBK offers the hand and it looks like they're going to shake hands and be friends, and like the childlike innocence of young Y2J will return as he realizes that, hey, I was a jerk and I did all sorts of stuff to undermine you, but in the end you won and you're the better man and I appreciate it. And they're leading up to all this at the end, and then Y2J gives him a nut shot and walks away anyway and stays heel, which is pretty awesome. The Booker T Triple H feud was not so awesome because it was already known at this point that that Triple H had a large amount of political power backstage. So this is like the backdrop in this feud for a lot of fans watching. And there's been articles about it recently. Recently, there was controversy about this idea. Has WWE ever had a black champion? Because somebody didn't want to count The Rock because he's only half black or whatever. But no, I mean there has been over the years a lot of talk about how WWE has never really pushed black stars quite as hard or as well as effectively as white stars. So Booker T is like popular enough that he could be positioned to be like the big conquering babyface hero winning the title at WrestleMania. And the feud leading up to it has Triple H doing all sorts of nefarious and quasi-racist stuff. And it's okay because he's the bad guy and you're not supposed to like him, and the good guy's going to win in the end. So you'll have stuff like Triple H and Ric Flair, like, wearing tailored suits and stuff and talking down to Booker T like he's not worth their time. Booker T at one point there's something like, well, okay, if you'll agree to this match, I'll face you in this match. And Booker T's like, all right, you're on, I'll do it. And Triple H says, that's mighty white of you. I specifically remember Triple H using the expression, that's mighty white of you, to Booker T. May or may not have called him boy at various points. He's just this whole racist overtone and this notion that you're people like you, like without calling him black, he'll say like, people like you were never meant to be champion. That's the overtone for the whole feud. And then the big WrestleMania moment comes, and the good guy doesn't win, and Triple H does win. And you're like, wait a second, I thought it was okay that you were being this massive asshole because you were going to lose at the end, and then you don't. And, Booker T's popularity never quite recovered, although he got pretty hot again with the whole King Booker thing on SmackDown, but that was a lot later. Anyway, let's go back to, now we got the six-man tag match because Kevin Nash comes back because whoopsie shit, that's exactly what we all wanted. There's something wrong with my online storage apparently, so I'll have to look into that. Triple H and Shawn Michaels they were famously buddies backstage with Kevin Nash. Never had an on-screen thing where they were allies, but now he's like trying to get them to come together, and Booker T and Y2J and somebody else must be in the six-man tag. All these people still exist, so they're going to fight it out on Raw. So let's get ready to watch them fight it out. Oh no, it's not Raw, it's Backlash.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada,
Winnipoga, Manitoba,
pounds, Chris Jericho.
So many personal issues here tonight, especially with this man,
Chris
Jericho. Well, let me tell you, Cole,
he has a lot of personal issues. This guy really needs a therapist.
Jericho is now called the King of the World, and that's one king that wants to put a stop to the showstopper in this match tonight.
But how does he feel about HBK or Shawn Michaels? There's nothing else you can say about Chris Jericho. He has his own rock and roll theme music. He'd probably rather they played some Fozzy song, but I mean, he's got a song called Break the Walls Down about the walls of Jericho. Baby, know you Judas, I'm on every priest and something. Oh, Ric Flair's in the match? We'll be the winner. Oh man, I hope we get to play as Ric Flair at some point.
Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 234 pounds, Nature Boy.
He's apparently wrapped in cellophane too.
It's Nate, one of the greatest of all
It's
time.
Nate.
A 16-time world champion. Wait a minute, Cole. Only his close personal friends like me and Triple H can call him Nate. You
Yeah, I
call him Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I was a little bit put out by I didn't know that's where it was going, but the idea that Cole calling him Nate actually did kind of bother me. As a online commentator once said about Nature Boy Ric Flair, one thing that we all agree that Ric Flair has is endearing senility. It's a huge Ric Flair fan as a kid. Still like Ric Flair. But, yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing in the Backlash main event. Chris Jericho, meanwhile, has gone to the far plane. Oh, these intros are going to take longer than the match. Actually, that's probably not true. In these 2K showcases and stuff, the tag matches always take forever. Because they'll give you, like, special missions you have to do. Get Chris Jericho down to red. Get Booker T down to yellow, then execute Spinebuster. And it's like, whichever guy you're trying to work against to do that will keep tagging out of the match. Meanwhile, Triple H clears the sinuses by passing through the Vicks Vapor Rub cloud. But as you'll see, he still needs to clear his throat.
72 pounds, the world heavyweight champion, Triple H.
The sweat is pretty impressive in this computer model, except that it doesn't move. Otherwise, it's pretty awesome.
He's going after Kevin Nash here tonight. Make no bones about it. Oh, and what a confrontation that could prove to be. But I don't know. Even if I were Triple H, I might not be too anxious to go after the likes of Kevin Nash.
You know what? If you're ever going after Kevin Nash, try to attack the knees. Kevin Nash, one of them controversial type figures. Guy could talk really good. I mean, they brought him in. He's this big, scary, impressive-looking monster. He didn't really get over until they started letting him talk, because it turns out there was a brain rattling around in that skull on top of that kind of tall, scary-looking frame. But all that being said, it's right there in the financials if you have access to them, and I clearly have access to all the financials. But no, it's been argued by fans he was probably one of the lowest drawing champions they ever had. But it was during a period when the business was just down. Booker T, on the other hand, never really got a chance to be top guy. It's a shame. It's freaking awesome.
Booker T came within an eyelash of cutting the Backlash as the World Heavyweight Champion, nearly defeating the game last Monday night on Raw. What kind of a mood is Booker T in here tonight?
Oh, you're giving Booker T credit for a great performance at WrestleMania? That's mighty whitey, Cole.
That'll tell you what kind of mood he's in.
He's in the mood to breakdance. Of course, at this point, it's kind of strange. He's still using the Harlem Heat music. I mean, he's been a solo wrestler for such a long time, and yet he's just always using the Harlem Heat music. It's like the music he had as one half of a tag team in like the 90s. Because I have no idea what year any of this is taking place in now. I've lost all track. He may have had this music in the 80s. I don't know if Harlem Heat was a thing in the 80s. There's insane maniacs laughing in the background of this music. Oh, here we go. Kevin Nash gets the last entrance. I guess he was the the one guy in this match who hadn't been a fixture on TV and pay-per-views for months leading up to it, so he's kind of still new and exciting. Sadly, I doubt he will get the Big Daddy Cool Diesel music, which consists mostly of a truck horn. Showstopper. I call him HBK, but they're all unique personalities that are distinct from each other. Okay, I'm skipping this, I'm sorry. He's Big Daddy.
Michigan, weighing 305 pounds, Kevin Nash.
King, Kevin Nash has not been in the ring in a match in a long time.
I love his Titantron. It's just like him staring at you wearing shades while lights flash behind him.
But now nemesis, Triple H. Well, you're right about that, Cole. Kevin Nash looks as good as he's ever looked.
But he's still got great blues harmonica going. And it's like, yeah, okay, so you left and had massive success using your own name as 1/3 of the core unit of the NWO. But when you come back, you still have a trucker gimmick, okay? There is no escape. Really got it. I mean, was Big Daddy Cool Diesel? He had like the trucker hand motion, the trucker music. His name was Diesel. I don't think they ever actually said that he drove trucks, though. Alright, guys, we gotta figure out the strategy here. And here's the strategy. I'm gonna go out there, hurt my knee, okay? So, disrespectful of Kevin Nash. Look, I just kicked you in the balls. I didn't expect you to get that mad about it. Ooh. Well, which one of them is Big Sexy? Oh, that's bullshit right there. They tease. They build up the fans' minds. They want to see Triple H and Kevin Nash. Then they give them. Well, this would be a much better match actually. But all right, so who am I playing as now? Okay, I'm a Team Evil. I'm supposed to trag Triple H. Trag Triple H. I'm trying to.
Triple H, World Heavyweight Champion now. He's been at the top of his game for years too. But you're right about another.
What?
Every one of these guys.
How can I tag them then?
In every sense of the word. All 6 of these men used to being in the spotlight, used to be in the middle of it all. King, I've got to ask you, even though Kevin Nash and HBK are competing as teammates tonight, we heard Triple H tell Kevin Nash a couple of weeks ago.
I didn't do anything any different there. For what it's worth. So I'm supposed to win by pinfall over Nash. So I probably want to avoid tiring Nash out, actually. Alright, let's let the Nature Boy come in here. Woo! I wonder if he has an actual vocal track yelling woo at the time.
Is there anybody more outgoing than the Nature Boy?
He does. Truly, he is outgoing.
Rolling out of harm's way. Smart strategy there. Is there anybody more outgoing?
Outgoing again?
And we're going back between the ropes.
Booker T respectfully trying to get out of the way, but Kevin Nash will have none of this.
Personal issues between just about every competitor in this match. But maybe the most interesting history is between Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Can you imagine that Shawn Michaels used to be Chris Jericho's role model, Cole? Chris Jericho looked up to Shawn.
Oh, I just threw you right into Michael Cole. That's devastating.
Again, find the respect against the wall. Massive fist knocks him off his feet. Yeah, now come the rights. I don't think they're gonna stop.
Oh yeah, let's like tag grapple him.
Oh man, I think that cracked the ring post. What a kick that was. Is there anybody more outgoing than the Nature Boy? Oh, back into the steel post. Oh, this doesn't end in the count out.
Oh, you know, that's a good point.
See what he's got. As you you said before the match, he hadn't been in the ring competing in a long, long time.
Well, that's true, but Kevin Nash still looks to be in prime condition, King.
Certainly one thing
Let
we
him
know
back
hasn't
in.
changed is that Big Daddy Cool still has that strength. I want to talk about the proper strategy for any kind of... He couldn't make it.
Damn it. When they yelled he didn't make it, what they mean is that Ric Flair didn't knock the referee down in time to prevent the count out.
I mean, he's always got backup.
Triple H again proving why he's the cerebral
Well, that was
assassin.
truly an epic match, alright, but, damn. Not exactly what I wanted.
Doing whatever it takes to remain the very best. And if Kevin Nash wasn't angry before, he's angry now.
Wow, that didn't even count as a win? Okay, I understand that I didn't unlock all of the objectives, but how did that not count as a win? I won. Was I supposed to switch at some point in the match after accomplishing those objectives? As far as I'm concerned, that was a fantastic pay-per-view victory. Ric Flair goes outside, struts a lot, and then Kevin Nash can't get back in the ring. Woo!
You're right about another thing, Cole. Every one of these guys is a true superstar in every sense of the word.
All 6 of these men used to being in the spotlight, used to be in the middle
Oh,
of it
nice.
all.
All right, work the leg. Work the
of
leg. I can't actually win with the figure 4, but I can act like I'm Ric Flair, and I'm trying to set it up, damn it.
Get a fresh man in and wear your opponent down. That's classic tag team wrestling.
And King, we've got
Oh, you
superstars
son
in
of a
the ring
bitch.
tonight who know exactly what you're
The fans
talking
even
about.
didn't even woo. That's how much
Seasoned
that's how much
performers.
anger they felt towards you for doing a knife edge chop on Ric Flair. Show you how it's done. No, don't stay in the corner so I can do my knife edge. Oh, well, that was good too.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
You stay in the corner. I'm trying to do reverse knife edges on you. You've never wrestled Ric Flair before, have you?
And he reversed it. Good move there. We know there are personal issues between just about every competitor in this match. But maybe the most interesting history is between Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Can you imagine that Shawn Michaels used to be Chris Jericho's role model, Cole? Chris Jericho looked up to Shawn Michaels.
And wouldn't it be nice if somehow Chris Jericho could again find the respect that he once had for Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, it would be nice if
I
it's
don't
not
know.
happening, so don't
Those
worry
days
about it.
may be long, long gone.
Well, you see,
Man, I'm
when
trying to
you
work
have
the
a hero,
leg.
and then you become greater and better than your hero, it's hard to have respect for him anymore.
I don't know if Shawn Michaels would agree with that assessment, Kenny. Scratch
Oh,
that.
no, he'd agree that it's tough to have respect for somebody that you're better than, but I don't think he'd agree with the whole you're better than me part. But
And he gets back in. Oh, clothesline. Seems dazed. He's confused.
Drop kick.
another Ric Flair staple. Not at this
King
point in
with
his
6
career,
men
anyway.
around the ring at all times. Trouble could come from any direction. Needless to say, the referee has a lot on his hands tonight.
Wow, that's putting it mildly, Cole. This would have been a good match to have.
Okay, so you're not going to grapple with me, huh?
He drops the elbow. Reversal. Kevin Nash showing
Final
his
tag in
prowess.
Triple H.
Did you see that, Cole?
Ow.
Talk about getting your spine adjusted. Jeez.
Oh, right into that ring post.
Well,
Yeah, so don't come after me, okay?
Shawn Michaels, the one thing you know he's going to try to do in this match is steal the spotlight from the entire team. I mean, he needs all the attention to himself.
Oh, look at Shawn Michaels in that ring, King. When you see some of the moves he has,
Kevin
you
Nash
have
seems to
say
know
that
better
he
than to
is
get
in
back in the ring.
Unbelievable shape.
Okay, I'll give you that.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Still
Get in
needs to
here.
Remember that he's part of a team here tonight. It's not all about himself.
We have to focus a little bit on Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Triple H. Their relationship, how close
Get in
these
there, you-
three men used to be.
Well, everybody knows about him. I mean, about that history. Those three men were like brothers, Cole.
Well, maybe at one point, Kevin Nash...
Shawn Michaels taking
and
advantage of
Triple
the
H
fact that
were
Kevin
brothers,
Nash is glitched
like
out
you
and needs
said,
to be
but
thrown
that
back in the
was
ring.
a long time ago. And tonight, Kevin Nash and HBK
good
are on
grief.
the opposite side of the ring from the game.
Oh man, I didn't get the special built up by Ric Flair like I thought I would. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have brought Ric Flair in here for quite that long.
Kevin Nash thought that when he came back to the WWE, that he'd be able to reunite the clique and put these guys back together. But now we know that Triple H doesn't want anything to do with Kevin Nash or Shawn Michaels. Oh man, that may have knocked him out cold.
Or might not have. It's hard to say.
Even though Kevin Nash and HBK are competing as teammates tonight, we heard Triple H tell Kevin Nash a couple of weeks ago that HBK eventually would turn on him. Do you think that could happen here tonight?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know.
I don't know. I mean, go watch WWE Network. All this stuff happened in the past.
Sure, they're friends now, but friends in their book means
They could be good friends, better enemies. I mean, you never know.
Big Daddy Cool. Let's see what he's got. As you said before the match.
Well, he's got to tag out Shawn Michaels. That's what he's got.
That's true, but Kevin Nash still looks to be in prime condition, King.
Certainly one thing we know hasn't changed is that Big Daddy Cool still has that strength. Triple H coming into this match as the world heavyweight
That strength of
champion
character
and
that made him
probably
such a
the
good
most
moral
feared man in
leader.
the WWE right now.
That World Heavyweight Championship is a title the game won a little over 2 months ago at No Way Out.
Obviously setting him up for the figure four here.
And Triple H has been competing with the confidence
He's not
of a
going to fight
champ.
back against us
He
at all.
doesn't
Okay, there
believe
you are.
there's anybody that can touch him right now.
I just touched him right in the face. What did you think of that?
Competing as individuals, but with so many egos in this match, and so many guys wanting to go after one other guy, is that even possible?
Who knows? I mean, Cole, you have to look at these 6 individuals and tell me, who do you think has the biggest ego?
To answer your question, it's hard to say who has the biggest ego on these 6 superstars, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Triple H, the Game. He's the best there is, and he will be the
Well, no,
first one to
how does that
tell you
make him the one with the biggest
Triple
ego?
H? Really?
It being the
Come on.
best.
It has to be Shawn Michaels. I mean, his ego applied for statehood one time.
I think it's that that unnamed referee is the biggest ego.
Oh, Booker T has got to be fired up. He's had issues with all 3 of these men at one time or another.
Come on,
Nate, Chris
baby.
Jericho, and Triple H.
Well, especially Triple H. Booker T has big-time recent issues with the game.
That's it. He's done.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You're going to counter my finisher?
One thing to make sure of is don't ever turn your back on
Okay, well, I guess I got to tag out now. I took my finisher away.
Yeah, some incredibly intelligent, opportunistic superstars in the ring tonight. Triple H is so smart. So is Ric Flair. So is Y2J. All of them really some mind power up
Ric
there.
Flair, surprisingly stupid.
Booker T, so athletic. We all know about his past, but the fact is that
Hey,
he is here now.
trying
And
to
Booker T is obviously one of the elite superstars
do something
in
here.
WWE.
Yeah, but the problem I have with him is that Booker T is a known lawbreaker. I mean, he has no respect for the rules.
He's a criminal,
whatsoever.
JR.
Sounds to me like he's the best kind of teammate you could have. Ric Flair scores with a tremendous move.
Okay, now it's time to go to school. I mean, it's not good ring positioning here, but
The question with Kevin Nash coming in tonight was, having only come back a few weeks ago, would ring rust be an issue for him?
Well, I don't know about that, Cole.
I
That
destroyed
may
your
be just the
legs.
case because Big
all I
Daddy
really had to
Cool
do is just let you hang around and see it to yourself.
Kevin Nash, over 7 feet, over 300 pounds, so big, so strong, has the strength to turn any situation around.
That's right, Booker T. Get in there and punch Kevin Nash for me.
And you know what they say. The bigger they are,
The harder they fall, right?
no.
Kevin Nash
Usually
just
when it
poses.
comes to Kevin Nash, it's the bigger they are, the harder they punch.
Hey, I'm going to
But
tag
the
him
way
in
it looks
soon enough,
tonight,
buddy.
I think the bigger they are, the harder they
Oh,
punch.
no.
Might actually be right.
And he dodges that one.
Reverse knife edge chops. Woo! Ah,
He was
damn
one
it.
step ahead on that one.
Ow, boot choking. Oh, no. I'm really excited. I was going to get to do reverse knife edge chops on Kevin Nash.
If he could be the man to win this match tonight, especially if he
Man,
keeps
if I was
using that patented
Seth
figure
Rollins, I
four
would have totally
against-
landed on my feet from that move.
Justice King, and
Would
it's
you let
something we've
get
seen
back in
so
the
many
fucking
times,
ring?
Nature Boy coming in and methodically working the legs of his opponent.
Well, Nature's one of the greatest teammates of all time, no question about it. They don't come any
Yeah,
more
just that
dependable
sting.
than Nate.
And he gets back in the ring.
Oh man, that knee looked painful.
See if I can spontaneously pin him. Block their path to me, referee's body.
And he finally gets out of the ring. And he does it one more time.
Shoulders down, and there's the breakup. That could have been it right there. Oh, did you see the neck snap back?
Oh no, he's gonna feel me. That's like his special, isn't it? No.
What a move! What a smart move!
Get over here. Get over here. I can't pin you from all the way over there. Well, maybe I better try. Maybe they'll get caught on each other somehow.
Triple H executed that move to perfection. And he breaks the hold.
Okay. It got broken up like several times over.
Body on body there, but that's about it.
At what point, King, do those thoughts creep in of, what do I have to do to put this match to rest?
Damn it. See? This is what makes these so friggin' impossible. I'm supposed to beat Kevin Nash.
Of the three superstars across the ring from Triple H tonight, there isn't one of them who doesn't have a major bone to pick with the game. All three of those guys want a piece of him.
Well, you got his two former friends, Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels, who are now the best of enemies to Triple H. And then there's Booker T, who tried to take that World Heavyweight Championship from him at WrestleMania.
What business did he do trying to take away the championship? Oh wait, it's pro wrestling. It's what you're supposed to be trying to do.
Cerebral assassin. Oh, the key lances opponent.
So all I can really do is just try to devastate everybody until Kevin Nash is no worse off than anyone else.
Oh man, does that look painful?
This is serious gut check time.
Booker T is finding himself in a painful spot here. Speaking of Booker T, you know that spinneroonie move of his goal?
Yeah.
Did he invent that?
I believe he did, King. And even if Booker T didn't invent the spinneroonie, he certainly perfected it.
Well, I heard that Booker T's grandfather invented the limbo dance. He was trying to sneak into a paid toilet.
That's hilarious when you make jokes about how black people are criminals, King.
Rolling out of harm's way.
Tag in Nash.
Smart
Yes.
strategy there.
Oh, you fools. Come into my corner, Nash. But come into my corner and then get hit by me, not hit me.
This could be it. Will he tap out? Will he tap out? This is not the position you want to be in.
And now don't tag out. Stay right there.
We know what
There we go. This could be it, folks.
Triple H, what a maneuver.
Stop him. Yes. Yes. It happened. Jericho celebrates by going to the top rope and squatting. And we get the same damn pose as before. So, I mean, clearly we won last. I think last time our victory was even more dominating. When Ric Flair celebrates their count-out win by taking out the referee. But he was angry before, so really nothing's been accomplished by any of this. Sorry, but it's true.
Not a power bomb for... Oh, sledgehammer.
Ric Flair must have like 4 people's worth of blood in his head.
Triple H was steadily building his legacy as one of the greatest world heavyweight champions in WWE history. The following night on Raw, the game looked to take the night off. However, Stone Cold Steve Austin had other plans.
Was he like the sheriff or something?
Tonight, as long as that opponent is a former world champion. I'll wrestle the greatest former world heavyweight champion of all time.
Stone Cold.
I'm overwhelmed. I mean, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. The best versus the best.
Oh man, this was so
I
sad.
chose you to stick it up Austin's ass. I chose you not because you're Ric Flair. I chose you because you're Ric Flair. You'll lay down.
With Ric Flair's integrity at stake, Shawn Michaels paid Flair a visit to remind him who he was.
And then an image of The Undertaker appeared behind him in the mirror.
His confidence.
And then the Warrior appeared and he went, Warrior! And Eric Bischoff couldn't see him. And
Like Triple H right now. I know you can do it.
Where's Flair getting this from?
After what I
oh man, we don't get to do this match? I wanted to do this match. I've done this whole 2K showcase before off screen. I just don't remember any of it.
were, are, and will always be the greatest wrestler in the world. And I just want to know, I'm in the same league with Ric Flair.
You, Michael, will always be a Ric Flair wannabe.
Oh, that's not a nice thing to say after what he just said to you.
I am not the little boy watching my idol. I am a heartbreak kid. The show.
I'm HBK. I am Showstopper.
To me, I took it from.
I have various personalities.
Shawn Michaels had bad blood. The dream match.
Horrible hemoglobin.
Time.
The thing is that they were both in WWF at the same time. Back when HBK was like Intercontinental title level, they actually wrestled. Oh well. Horrible hemoglobin, live from Texas. Check the time on this video to see.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing...
I'm sorry. It is time to call it a video. So next time, it's going to be Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels at Horrible Hemoglobin. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank the good Lord that that tag match didn't take like 8 tries. It was a pretty fun fail that we had on that first one with Ric Flair taking it to the extreme on the outside. But next time it'll be Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. And it's not the same as the match that we had in WWE2K15 where Ric Flair dressed as Seymour Guado, but it should be good nonetheless. Bye for now.